Welcome to the Communicators, a paranormal journey. This is Kevin, your host, and we're here every Wednesday from 7:30 to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. The call-in number for every show is 646-668-8373. Our panel tonight consists of psychics, mediums, trans-channelers, and empaths. So if you're looking for some psychic advice, or if you just want to reach somebody on the other side, feel free to give us a call. For anyone listening that would prefer an off-air reading, please visit thecommunicatorsgroup.com and leave your request there, and one of us will get back to you to schedule an appointment. Please keep in mind that shows are for entertainment and educational purposes only. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Hope you're all having a good week. We will start off the show by saying hello to the panel. Linda, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Ready to go.
And Edgar, how are you doing?
Good. Happy to be here.
Dwayne, how are you?
I'm doing good.
All right. We will go on to our caller. Hi, thanks for holding. Who's this?
Hi, this is Patricia. I've been enjoying this show. I have a lot going on, so I don't have a specific question, but
I got right off the bat that you're doing everything right. I don't know from who on the other side is saying this, but it was very direct. You're doing everything right.
Wow. Thank you so much.
And I got chills when I just said that to you. So it's somebody on the other side that's definitely very strong, very supportive. It's almost like they know that must have been a question that you've been having, like whether or not you've made the right decisions or, you're doing everything the way that you should. And the answer is a flat out yes, you're doing everything right.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I was talking to my dad. He's on the other side. Before I called in the show, I just happened to see that you guys were on and thought, oh, my God, I haven't heard from, the communicators. I happened to call, but I teared up, and I had a moment with my dad. Yeah, I did before I called, so it's got to be him.
Oh, it
Thank
does.
you.
Like the minute you said that, it's like, and I don't get the chills, like the goosebump things very often, but definitely he's coming through strong. So even as you were talking, I am wearing shorts right now because it's kind of warm in my recording room that I'm in. And I just see all the hair on my legs just like lifting up and then going back down as you were talking. So, yeah, so that's definitely be assured that you are doing everything right. And also that you're doing what's right for the best of everybody. It's not like you're just doing what's right for you. You're literally doing what's right for everyone. And I hear the word stop, wondering if that's the case. So if you were wondering whether that is the case, stop thinking that. Stop doubting that. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Linda or Edgar, are you picking up anything?
I have a question.
Yes.
Who is the person who's close to you who suffers from acne? And I'm getting it's a male.
That could be one or two of my sons.
I got your son, and I got the second one. When you say one of two, I got two. Have you noticed that he's a little depressed?
Okay, so the youngest son lives with me, and my oldest son does not. The youngest son is 23.
It's one of them, and they have problems, and it's more in their head. It's more like depression, and it's going to get out of control if he doesn't get help. I really, really need you to try to find him some help. I don't know how you can go about to start talking to him about it, because I feel that it could get really, really, really bad to the point where he won't be able to function at all. I don't know what's going on with him. I just know there's trouble in the horizon, okay?
Okay, yes. This young one, what I'm noticing is, it seems like I go in his room and it seems like, are you drinking too much? Because, and I asked him, are you drinking too much? Because why do your room smell like you're always drinking? He said, Mom, you just overthink things. I'm not drinking too much.
You're not overthinking anything. I got son, and then it kind of fades away, and then I was like, okay, it's got to be someone really close to her. And they said he has acne, so you can figure it out. And then they said two. So if that's the second one that lives with you, he's the one with the problem, and I'm worried. I still feel that you can help him.
Edgar, you said they said the second one, so they said two. Not one, but
they said two.
You said two?
No, they said two. They didn't say second. When you said two, they said yes. I don't know how to interpret that right now, but I'm really worried. But I feel that you have time to help him right now before it gets bad.
Okay. Thank you.
And
God bless. Good luck with that.
One thing to add on what Edgar was saying, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase what I was getting. And again, I think it was from your father, but did your father know these kids, right? Did they know each other?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, my father just passed. He knew
so
them.
I'm getting this kind of attitude from your father, like he would call things on the carpet, right? Like if somebody was misbehaving or something, he would get them in line really quick, right?
Right.
Say something, call them on it, and he wants you to give that kind of energy towards this one that's having the difficulty. It's almost like he's standing back and being like, what the heck is going on here? Right? Like, we need to, we're going to take care of this real quick. Almost like, how on earth is this even going on? Like, almost flabbergasted at the fact this is going on. And if he was there and had his say-so, God, I'm getting the weirdest deja vu having this conversation with you. It would be like he would bring the hammer down on it. Does that make sense?
That's him. That makes a whole lot of sense. Yes.
And
he was
and he sees it. Okay. In listening to what Edgar was saying and what you were saying with the alcohol and all that, I was just feeling his energy in the situation, more so focused on he's doing stuff he shouldn't be doing, and you don't need to figure out what it is. You just need to call it on the carpet and say you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, and it is affecting you. You need to stop.
Okay.
And also, like, be a man. How old is the kid again, did you say?
He's 23. You know, he's always been, out of the three, the more mature. I've just dealt with the middle girl with the state taking her children, and she's just got her children back. So I was so into that and focused and helping her that, you know, just to say that now something is going on with him is like, oh, my God, here we go again, you know. But that's okay because I do jump in it. And so I've noticed this. I've never had any problems with him. He's actually about to start up school. So, yeah, I mentioned, like, what's going on with you? It seems like you're drinking a lot.
You know, one of the things that everyone has to keep in the forefront of their head is the world is still going through COVID. You know, even if it's better in certain parts of the world, the amount of angst and the upset that caused in people's lives and in their psyche is going to go on for years. I can just tell you from personal experience, I'm pretty effed up right now, personally, just from so much. And what I have to remind myself of is that, A, you know, I'm psychic and I'm very empathic, so I also pick up the world's energies and their emotions. And I forget that sometimes. And I actually had a childhood friend who actually is a licensed social worker, but she's like my sister. And it was me talking to her a couple weeks ago where, I mean, she literally had to point out, Kevin, as much as everybody is thinking, oh, let's get on with our lives and everything is going to slowly get back to normal, she goes, it's not. It's not back to normal. And no one has dealt with the post-traumatic stress that is still ongoing. So a lot of people are turning to things like alcohol or whatever to help soothe themselves. They just have this strong desire that they just want normalcy again. We don't have normalcy where I'm at. I can tell you we haven't gone and seen a movie for like a year and a half in a movie theater at this point. You know, going out to a restaurant still makes me nervous. So being able to relate to people and be able to realize that they could still have stress from that, they could have issues with personal relationship because of that. And if they're drinking, think that you can have a direct conversation with him.
I can, yes.
You know, and just, I think, expressing yourself, thinking about how even the pandemic or all of that is still affecting you personally, and being open and honest, and maybe starting a conversation with him about that and say, hey, how are you? Let's not put the pandemic aside. Let's talk about that a little bit, because the world isn't better from it yet. It's still going on. Then you talk about that, and that could kind of lead into giving you some clues about the other areas in his life. But again, from your father's perspective, I get him more so wanting that hammer to come down and be like, hey, slap yourself out of this. You need to stop this because this is going down a road that you don't want to go down.
Right.
That's what I got.
And he's gotten casting calls. He's modeling menwear in Atlanta and here in Montgomery, Alabama. He has that show coming up Sunday. So, you know, he got a lot of stuff that he's trying to do. But, yeah, I've picked up, that drinking, it's told him something is not right. You're drinking too much. So I will sit down and have that talk. I really, really thank you.
Again, from your dad's perspective, you're doing everything right. He knows you know what to do now with this situation. So
Yeah.
pull a little bit of his energy in there when you need to, and even bring up his name if you need to.
Okay.
You know, I don't know, you can have that kind of conversation with your son that, hey, we're called into a psychic show and the psychics let us have it and your grandfather came through, but I don't get you necessarily need to, but just keep it as an option in the back of your head. And also be gentle, but be firm at the same time. Being gentle right now on people is really important. You know, everyone's nerves are frayed. And a lot of people's spirits are a little bit broken and they don't even know it. Okay? But definitely be like, alcohol is not the way to do it because that just numbs it for a while. Okay?
Okay, yes.
All right. Well, Patricia, we'll put you back in the queue. Give us a call back in a couple of weeks and let us know how everything is going, okay?
I sure will. I love you all. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you. Let's continue to stay safe.
All right.
Thanks
so much.
Edgar.